Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Russell, and this is a YouTube channel called Russell Does Stuff, where I work 6 hours on Monday, 6 hours on Tuesday, and whatever I don't get finished up, I decided to do maybe Monday, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, or maybe Friday. The reason that I'm saying that is because I'm in control of my life. And if I decide to do the extra work on Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday, or Monday, I will. I tried it out last week. I liked not having to do any of the overages on Wednesday, and I did them on another day. So I liked it. It was good stuff. So having all this free time on my hands is a good thing. This is the first year where I've cut back this far on how much work I do. I'm always going to work. A good example of why I'm always going to work came from a gentleman at Home Depot. Gotta check, make sure my microphone's on so everybody can hear me. I was in the market to buy an outdoor spigot. There's a good dude, good guy at the gym where I work out. I've gotten to know him over the last 3 months. He just moved down here from Georgia. And he asked me a question 4 days ago. Do I know a handyman? He had an issue with his outdoor spigot coming apart. Dissimilar metals like to mate each other, and they don't want to come unscrewed when you want to get your garden hose off. So he asked me if I had any recommendations. And I don't know the guy very well. We just chit chat in the gym a little bit. And he doesn't know that I've cut out helping my old friends and stuff like that, because I spent my whole life, fixing things and helping other people out and stuff, and it really took away from my life and the time that I had for my life, because I was always fixing other people's problems. And Russell doesn't know how to lie. So Russell said, no, I don't know any handyman. What? I dug a little deeper into his situation. I said, what's going on? He explained the spigot faucet thing to me. I said, I know exactly what your problem is. Send me a picture of it, and I'll take a look at it and come up with a plan, and I'll take care of it for you. We can take care of it together if you want. And he liked that. And now he doesn't have to worry about trying to find a handyman and maybe being taken advantage of or not. I don't always think the worst. Maybe that handyman could have been his new best buddy. Who knows? So the other day I went to Home Depot, grabbed the part that I thought we needed, set up a time to run over to his house, which was this morning. And when you're retired down to a certain number of hours, you can help people if you want. Do it on your decision too. Don't get overwhelmed building a house for somebody while you're trying to be retired. Don't do that. Something like a faucet or breakers or something small, I would suggest keep doing that kind of stuff. So back to the Home Depot story. I go to Home Depot, and the gentleman there is helping me pick out the spigot that I think that I need. which turned out to be the wrong spigot anyway, but long story short, I asked him a couple questions. Why are you here working at Home Depot? His answer was this: I'm 72 years old and my doctor told me to go back to work. He caught me off my heels. I said, really? Your doctor told you should get your butt back to work? He said, yeah. It wasn't healthy for this man to be sitting around all day doing nothing. And his doctor told him, you need to get a job. So he got a job at Home Depot 2 days a week, and he loves it. He looked good, he had plenty of energy, and he was happy. Now his life has purpose again. Help people like me get the parts they need to help people like the guy I met at the gym. That just reaffirms the fact that you should not stop doing things. I have a friend named Gail who she volunteers and she's involved with all these communities, all these clubs, and it keeps her busy, keeps her occupied. She looks great. She looks like $1 million every time I see her. Her social skills, her speech, everything is almost perfect. She's a professional speaker, and the social interaction and stuff is good for your brain. So I made a decision to help that guy at the gym out. I had a new experience. We got to talk about the Bible this morning around that broken faucet. I got to meet people in his family. Got some good conversations in. I got to learn a few things from this person, which is always good. You know me, I like knowledge. And if you don't have to read a book in order to get knowledge, that's the best kind. Coming from someone's mouth into your ears is the best knowledge I think anybody can get. So we ended up doing a repair to the faucet, and I left and went to the gym. I have time to go do things like that now. Whereas I didn't have time like that in the past. I didn't go to the gym for 14 years because I was concentrating on being financially free, financially independent, and having all my bills and my debt paid off. So now my reward for doing all that is time. Time to spend any way I like it. So I went to the gym, came home, had lunch, took a nap. I decided to come out to the park here and shoot a quick video and talk about what this freedom has given me. And I think it's important. I think everybody should take a good hard look at themselves and decide what they want to do. Some people don't want to quit work and they want to continue to work because they enjoy it. Do what you like. The business that I was in is very labor intensive. It's very hot out during my growing season. It's no fun sometimes being out in this heat. I have nothing to prove to anybody. I've proven everything to myself. I was the warrior. I was going to die being successful. I had no other choice. there's a lot of puns that I could use for that. The rubber meets the road, or get off the pot, or all these puns that are out there. I could pick a number of them. I never thought that this day would come where I had my life back. I don't have a boss telling me what to do. I don't have to come in for early morning meetings anymore. I stopped using an alarm clock. The last air conditioning job I had, I needed an alarm clock because I was so exhausted from doing air conditioning calls and being on call that I slept so soundly that I needed an alarm clock to get my butt up. And nobody likes waking up to a noise. It jars you awake, and then you see what time it is, and then you got to rush to put your clothes on and stuff if you're running late. And I don't do that anymore. This ain't bragging or anything. I planned this, and it's a reality. If it wasn't real, I wouldn't be out here walking around this beautiful park. I only got to see this park in the wintertime. I was too busy taking care of customers to see this park. After dinner, maybe I'd run out here with the dogs and enjoy this park. Now I can come here anytime I want and get my walking in. I'm in control of who I want to be friends with. I'm in control of what I want to do with my life. I started this YouTube channel so that I could share this journey with you guys. Last year, I was working 3 days. And whatever I didn't get done, I had to finish up on another day. And then I was mentoring an employee. So cutting down to the hours that I cut myself down to wasn't a big deal. I had started practicing working less. I stopped working that Friday. I stopped working that Saturday. I stopped working that Thursday. The time that I stopped working that Thursday, boy, I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel right. I felt like I was skipping school. Like, it was a weird feeling. But it took about maybe 3 or 4 months to get used to not working a Thursday. And the same thing this year, it probably took the same amount of time to get used to not working on a Wednesday. When the winter time comes around, I'm only going to have to work maybe 8 hours because I can get everything done in that amount of time. And my customers, most of them are on year-round contracts. So I'm not worried about money. As long as I'm still alive and they still want me to work for them, I'm going to be all right. That'll enable me to stick to my plan of working. Every person I've talked to that, quote, retired down to working nothing at all is back to doing something. They're volunteering. They've got a part-time job. Another person I know is working at Habitat for Humanity. They're doing things that they couldn't do when they were working a 40-hour a week job. I've toyed with the idea of when I move from Florida into the mountains, of getting a job as a as a tour guide. I like that kind of stuff. Take people down into a cave and tell everybody about the cave or the old house. Or I like history, and I may just do that. If I don't fire up some sort of a lawn and maintenance business where I'm going to move to, I just might become a tour guide. Tell everybody, step to your left, turn off all your cell phones, don't ask any questions until the tour is over, and the restrooms are right here, and get out your tickets. I like the sound of that. I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. I can think about other things. When you're bored, you become creative. I've become a little bit more creative since I haven't had to work that much. I started a hobby restoring Jeeps on the side. I've been doing that for probably 4 years, restoring Jeeps. I got a bunch of them under my belt. This summer, I've taken a break from restoring Jeeps, but it didn't stop me from buying one that already ran that didn't need restoration. Remember when you were young, you didn't have nothing to do, and your buddies were like, hey, let's go build a fort in the woods, or let's go build a tree house, and you didn't have a care in the world. You were creative. It's been a long time since I've been bored. I'm using a part of my brain that I haven't used in a long time. The creative side. I'm at a crossroads here. I've been rambling on and don't know which way to take. I think I'll go this way. So I'm more creative. I'm taking a bigger interest in what I eat and how I'm spending my money. I'm not shoving an easy meal in my mouth because I have to get to my next account anymore. I'm not making bad decisions because that's the only fast food restaurant between here and the house, and it's noon and I'm hungry. I know that I can make myself something to eat in the morning. I'm saving money by doing that. And I have lunch at the house, and I'm saving money by doing that. And I'm able now to go to the butcher shop and buy a whole bunch of groceries, and I have the time and the energy now to cook 2 or 3 meals in a row. Tonight I'm going to cook meals for tomorrow and the night after that. Yesterday I cooked for that night and this night. So normally our meals last about 3 days. So whatever we won't eat today, we'll eat tomorrow with what I'm cooking for that night. So, and I enjoy it. So this is a look into what I'm up to, what I'm doing. I'd probably just walk maybe a mile. They just freshly mowed these trails out here. They're everywhere. If you work hard and you have a plan, you can do this. This is obtainable. I'm your guy that has no education, who's done labor his whole life. It's possible. I'm doing it. It is very obtainable. It's going to take some time. Okay, this didn't happen overnight for me. This took about 8 years to do. I'm here at this tree right here, where somebody decided to confess their undying love for each other. BE loves LW. TW loves AW. All right. I don't like seeing that kind of stuff on nature, but it's obtainable. Come up with a plan. Write down your goals. Well, this is Russell with Russell Does Stuff. If you like this kind of stuff, hit the like and subscribe button. If there's something you want to see, I've had some requests from some of the subscribers to dive a little deeper into some of the methods and stuff that I use in order to achieve this level of financial freedom. I don't have FU money. I don't have $25 million in the bank. But I'm out walking this park right now and talking to you guys. I didn't know that many years ago that I would be out here talking to you guys. I had no idea. But I found that it was something I felt led to do. I want to share my story with everybody. And if this helps somebody out, get you motivated. My motivation came from, watching all these gurus on YouTube, like before a football game. They get you all fired up, and I would attack the day. And I held fast to my goals and to my plan because of some of those guys. I was never going to have their money. I knew that. I was never going to buy their courses. I knew that. And I'm not bagging on those guys. A lot of them made all their money by selling courses and lies to people. This isn't a lie. This is reality. And I want to share that with everybody. So we'll catch you on the next one.